guess where we are? Silly question, of course. You know, it is Hurco's open house event. This video is going to be a little tour of the show, and mainly I'm going to collar a few customers as well. Now, the reason why Hurco have held this event is really to touch base with, of course, the last couple of years that we've all experienced. There's going to be new customers here, but also to speak to their current customers. And this is one. This gentleman does not know I'm coming over. This is Alan. Is it Alan?
How you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. Now, Alan is from MK Precision, and I've heard that you've recently purchased, am I right, some machines and automation from Hurco?
We have. We brought a Pro Feeder X Cobot with 10 stations, drawers. At the moment, what we're doing is we're getting grid patterns ready to put a lot of different size materials in. We've got a lot of aluminium jobs we put on our 30U HSI, and it's ideal for us.
So there's quite a few. Now, can I just ask, what's the reason for you coming along to an open house today?
We're keeping up with the technology. We've got our starting point here, the level up from it, and we're over looking at the ROA for the next opportunity.
Some more automation?
Maybe. We'll see how we go.
Maybe. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Now we're going to show you, and I'm going to meet up with Gio and the new boy Rowan in just a few moments. But of course, a couple of years ago, we all knew what happened, and of course this as a company, they had millions of pounds worth of orders cancelled, and now we've been told that Hurco are having their best year yet. That's great news. Loads and loads of people here. In fact, it's one of the busiest open houses I've been to. This is Rowan, who is new to us here at MTD, so I'm going to hand over the baton for you, Rowan, and we're going to see a few of their machines with Gio and Rowan.
So, what do you think of the open house so far? It's very, very, very busy. Rowan, we want to start getting your opinions on some of these machines. We've just gone and checked some out. So let's start off with the new VM1. What's your opinion? What do you think about this machine, Rowan?
So the VM1 is the new generation vertical mill that Hurco put out. It supersedes the VM5. It's designed to fit in a 2-meter bay door, which a lot of customers apparently have this hard limit on a 2-meter bay door. So this is a much larger travel on the inside, but can still fit in some limited spaces in customers' workshops. So it's a new, really good latest generation machine. And
with the WinMax control, and also this is really special. Look how many components you can fit in such a small envelope. Right, Rowan, let's move on and walk around here. So we've got the VM10i here. This seems to be getting a lot of attention and a lot of views. Mate, you all right? And hopefully we can go and grab someone here, Rowan. Now, Hurco's own automation solution, the Pro Cobot. Now, you've had some experience with automation. What do you like about this solution?
So these Pro Cobots run universal robots, which are a modular system that Hurco have helped put together and integrate with their own machines. These are a plug-and-play system that can connect to the machine with one connector. And as you can see, these Cobots can fit parts into the plates. Which these plates are universal. They can take round parts, square parts. And because it's a Cobot, rather than having to program each of your automation steps point to point, you can teach it by taking the robot in the path that you'd like to take it, which is also a really good move to make things simple and easy and make sure the move to automation is a seamless one for all your customers.
And absolutely right. I mean, simplification is the main thing really. The WinMax control, which has been so successful for Hurco, needs to be married with the automation. Now, Lyndsey will be talking to Dave Waghorn shortly, so stay tuned. Now, we've got loads of machines on show here, Rowan. I like the VMX60i. It shows how big this machine is. We've got a full 5th axis rotary table on here, nice big envelope, and we've also got the lathe. So not only are we looking at milling machines, but Hurco now supply a full range of lathes. We've got a nice hydro-feed bar feeder on this particular model here, the TM10i, the TM8MI, so loads of machines to look at. Now, Rowan, this is the first BX60i in the country. Tell our audience about this model.
Yeah, so this is the biggest machine Hurco have in the country right now. It's a completely different design to most of the other Hurco machines. This is a bridge portal design, so it's a bit like a gantry, but a much smaller than a standard gantry mill. So this means that you've got a standard 3-axis machine with a decent envelope, with a massive travel on the y-axis, but also because it's got this portal design, it's a lot more stable and a lot more rigid than other C-shaped designs. It's 18,000 RPM spindle, which also means that you can rip through aluminium really well, but if you need to, you can run through a titanium steel parts with the rigidity you get from this machine.
You know, the size really stands out, largest in the country, we've already said that, but some of the applications that it lends itself to, mould and die, but any applications that require high accuracy out of any materials. So moving on, what do you think so far, Rowan?
Oh no, these Hurcos are fantastic. I mean, I've not yet had the pleasure of using one of these controls yet, but I really can't wait to get on the WinMax control.
Let's see if one of these guys might give us their opinion. What do you think of the open house so far?
It's been great, very informative.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry guys, sorry to interrupt. So everyone seems like they're having a good time. I caught him off guard slightly there, so it's quite naughty of me. Again, another fifth axis machine here, Rowan. Quite a different configuration for a fifth axis machine. What do you make of this?
Yeah, it looks like a good machine. We've got, so there's no standard 3-axis bed on this. You've just got the 5-axis with what looks like maybe a 300mm faceplate or 400mm faceplate, which is obviously good for your smaller 5-axis parts. But if you need a lot more flexibility, then the larger Hurcos with a 5-axis rotary table on one side, and then a standard 3-axis set of micro-lock vices or some other kind of vice on the other side would be even more flexible, but looks like a good standard rigid 5-axis machine.
So lots of machine tools for lots of different applications. What I really love about this machine tool is the automation. So we've looked at one automated solution from Hurco, but this is another, palletization. So effectively, we've got lots of different pallets on here that can be loaded in. Again, Rowan, I want your opinion on this as a solution for automation.
Yeah, so this looks like what is almost maybe a 60 or 50 pallet changer. It's probably a 50 pallet changer, which is obviously fantastic. If you've got lots of different small 5-axis parts to make, which you might be making turbine blades, you might be making small automotive parts with lots of different faces with different holes in, then you can set up 50 different billets with all different types of parts in, leave your machine running for 2 or 3 days and with no manning required, which is obviously a fantastic option for any machine shop.
Really lends itself as well to high volume work or low volume work, and these shelves can be reconfigured dependent on the size of your component. So very flexible automated solution here. Now we're going to find Lyndsey. She's going to be with David Waghorn to summarise the show really and look at why they've got so many people here. Lyndsey, over to you.
Thank you. It's like passing a baton on, right? As you can see, super duper busy, which is so good. A lot of us really miss this. I think we get a sense of everyone being really excited now by being back out and about. Carl, this is the man. I don't want you on camera. I'm sorry, Carl. This is the man. So, of course, Dave, how are you doing? Can I just say, how did you get everyone here?
Yeah, even I'm quite surprised so many are here. Yeah, it's been great. We picked a date as soon as we knew restrictions were being lifted. We're still being careful and planning things, but yeah, I ended up with the most pre-registrations I've ever had at an open house, so it seemed to have got the timing right.
Definitely have. Now, we've had a little tour of the facility, seeing, of course, the new branding on the VM1 as well, and just getting a few USPs on the machines. But really, what would you say to everyone that is the essence of the open house, the event, and why should people visit an open house now? We're super excited just to see people, Dave.
Really, I mean, I think that's been the great thing, has been that what we seem to have locked into here is people seem to want to come, and as nice as it is to sit on a Teams meeting, you know, and look at brochures and things like that, really meeting people face to face has been great. It's great to see customers again, have proper, intelligent conversations and talk about machines, you know, in front of the machine actually running. We've also seen it internally as well. It's been great. It's the first time I've had all the salesmen back together, all talking to the applications and the service guys and everything. It's been a really nice event for us.
And anything exciting on the horizon at all?
Yeah, we're building up to a big release of driven tool lathes. It's looking really next year is when it's going to happen, and probably Mac will be the main launch, and that'll be several products that are an add-on to what we currently offer. We've got the first model here, and we're trialing and running new software and things like that, but it's a little way off being able to sell it yet. So we're hoping really when we come into next year, really that's our big thing for Mac. But for here, I was saying, what we'd done over the summer was we actually replaced all the machines in demo. So from when you were last here, it's a complete new sort of refresh. There were a couple of new models, slight different variations, and it's good to turn them over so you've got the very latest machines here. And that's what we've done. We've changed the automation a little bit, so we've got all the latest stuff here now.
So we've covered automation. Hurco are opening their portfolio, which is very exciting, to your turning centres, and really just encourage everyone to come here. If you can't make, of course, the dates of the open house event, just to encourage anyone to come and visit all of these new machines.
Yeah, it's very easy to get here. We're just down junction 4 of the M40. Yeah, and we've got one of every model here, an example of something you can see. Very capable applications guys available who can work through, make parts, show people how they'll be programmed, help people with problems, whatever. And this is the best place to do it. So I'd encourage anyone who's either, thinking about a new challenge or looking at a new machine. I'd definitely say come here, have a look at what we're doing, and I'm sure we'll have something that'll interest you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks a lot.